Hi My Crafties, it's Tree. I hope you're having a good crafty day. I'm here for a Kokorosa Studio tutorial. I want to thank Kokorosa Studio for allowing me to showcase their products on my channel. I really love working with them, and you know, this time I picked out 7 different die sets, and I have been very busy. As you can tell, it's taken me a while since that unboxing to get here and share with you. So what I'm going to share with you is this tutorial for the Windmill die set. So let me put everything else away. Okay, so it came with this terrain here, as well as the windmill, and you know, I guess you can decide if you want the terrain on top. Well, that would look really cute right there. And then it has a smaller blade set that will, we're not going to do it because that's metal, will spin like this. This one's stationary and this one will spin. Okay, so I just wanted to show you real quick that it does die cut very nicely. This is it's supposed to be 110-pound cardstock, but it feels very thin. Maybe it's 65. It doesn't matter. So okay, I have written out a supply list of things that you will need, and the one is you're going to need the filled windmill die, and that's from Kokorosa Studio, and I will have the link in the description box below, as well as this coupon code here for 25% off. You're going to need a decorative paper of your choice, 110-pound cardstock, a 2mm hole punch. I use this one. That is what I use when I do the bottle caps. It's a really fine little hole there. So there's that. And then the 3/16 is the larger hole on your crocodile. So you'll need that. You'll need a scrap of acetate. I have here a 0.47 and 0.3 inch mini brad. That is this little baby in here. Really tiny. So I guess you could use a bigger one, but I think that the smaller one's going to work better because it's going to hide behind the mechanism here. You're going to need glue and adhesive of your choice, a 3 to 5mm sequins for the shaker, and a powder tool, which is like this, and then scissors or a trimmer. So I'm going to just put that right there. Let's see. So I went ahead and made up a card, and this is me and my big ideas. A paper pad that I bought ages ago, when I first started doing my paper crafting, and I had no idea what I was doing. And you know, I loved the paper pad, and it was a Tuesday morning, and it was back in the day when I had to buy something at Tuesday morning because it was Tuesday morning. But isn't that fun? Now I did make a windmill for Liana and for her tag. She was having a birthday challenge on her channel. So I will try to put a card up here to link it to there. Or I did take a short video of it, so I might be able to slip it in here. We'll see. So all right, so we're gonna get busy. We're gonna make a shaker one. Okay, so I went ahead and I already cut some things out. So this is a card base. Don't mind me for gluing that together. It is 110-pound white cardstock from Recollections. It is 8.5 by 5.5. So if you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cut in half at 5.5, you get this, and then you score it down the center. I still see that glue right there, at 4 1/4, and you use your bone folder and you get it trimmed up or cut up very nicely. So I did not use the terrain here. I did use this terrain in another project, but not here. So what I do is I cut several for this card. I just cut one white cardstock and one decorative, and this is from Willow Lane. Maggie Holmes Willow Lane. And then I find a coordinating, this is holographic. I don't know if you can see that here. Probably not. It was my attempt at getting something shiny in there. And so I backed the whole windmill with that 110 pound or the 65 pound, and then the blades as well. I think for a card that sticks down like this, I think 65 pound is going to be good. If you're going to do like I did with Liana, a tag, I think that 110 pound will be better because it'll give it just a little more stability. Okay, I'll stop playing with that and we'll get on with the tutorial. Alright, so I went ahead and I stacked up 4 of these 110 pound cardstocks, and I had cut out a center where that window goes. Now what I did was I just put it, how did I do that? I think, okay, so I put it over like this and I just kind of drew a line and cut it out and said that's good enough. And then I layered up these and started tracing all of them because you do kind of want them all to be about the same. You don't want things getting caught up in them. So there's that. And then I went ahead and I see it. I just gotta grab it. I have some acetate. It's very small and it's gonna go here. Okay, so for acetate I like to use my glossy accents. If your glossy accents, make sure I'm in frame. If your glossy accents clogs, just use what's it called? A sewing needle, a pin. But I put it in this fine metal tip applicator that dear Maka at Maka's Home gifted me a while back, and I love it in there. So I'm just covering up that hole there, and we're gonna let this dry. And then I'm going to take and I'm gonna put glue all over this. So here's the glue of my choice. I am loving this Nuvo Deluxe adhesive that I got from Tonic Studio. I love it so much I went out and purchased some more, just plain on my own. But if you don't remember, I actually won. Wait, back up. Oh dear, let me teach you the wrong way. No, okay, we're gonna need to punch a hole in here. So this is just Maggie Holmes-Carousel, and there's no backing on it, it's just that. So what I do is I take this one is backed, my blade, my little spare blade, and I'm gonna put it on top. And you gotta finagle these right here a little bit because it's not deep enough to go in there. And get it in there. Try to get it as center as possible. And center as possible. Did she say center? Yeah. Punch it down. This one doesn't have a catch, so you heard it fly. Alright. Now, what I do is I take a scrap of cardstock or paper and a scrap of, now this is from some packaging, so it's all messed up. I could care less what happens to it. And I've already punched some out, so I just put this on here. And I take the little one and I punch it first. And that paper's just gonna help it punch better. And then you take the 3/16, yes, this side, and you center it over that hole. I don't know if you can see that. Just kind of eyeball center it over that hole. If I turn it that way you can see it, but then I can't. So and it pops out like that. And if you're lucky, like I am, the acetate popped out right here on my hand and not here. All right, so in here, I already have one, so I don't want to lose. Did I just say I don't want to lose them? Let me pinch another one and I'll be right back. Never mind, me and my old eyes, we found it. Okay, so you're gonna take your brad. Okay, if you can't get them out, just use your reverse tweezers. And I'm gonna go ahead and put, I need to be able to see. So I'm gonna hold on to this. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm gonna feed the brad into that hole. And there's my cat. And then I'm gonna feed the brad. Yes, it's feed me greenies. Into this hole. And if this is boring, go ahead and fast forward me. You can watch my videos on 2x power. I've got another one in here to save me time, but catching it's gonna be, there we go. And then we're gonna feed it through there. So it's kind of like putting washers on a screw, I guess. And then we're gonna put it through the decorative paper one. And this is where it would help if you had a stable layer. From doing my memory dexes when I used to use brads, I definitely pinch it with my reverse tweezers. This has glue on it, so I don't want to put it down. And find somewhere stable. I can't see it, so we're using Braille system here. And we're bending those over, and I'll show you in a minute. Ow. They are kind of pokey. So I do have a little lift there with the tweezers so that it will spin freely. Right there. It might be a little too much, but at this moment, I'd rather it be too much of a gap than not enough and it not spin. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, so now there's nothing more in this little container. And this is a little container I just got from Hobby Lobby to put stuff in. All right. Now we're going back to this one where we're going to glue that base on. And this glue is really very tacky here. But just in case, I'm going to put another layer because I don't want it to open up. Now normally I would pause right here and come back after it's all glued, but there's really not a whole lot to gluing this. So the only problem is I tend to not speak when I'm gluing. All right. And then this one goes on here, and we're just going to line up the bottom here. And the cat's gonna sing us her greenie song. Unfortunately, it's not a very nice song. And you just wanna make sure these are all attached. Now, you want to attach these down. So what I do is I put some glue, it's gonna be messy, on my finger. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And especially on the tip, I use the tip of my finger, the base of the windmill blade, I use my tip down here. And then a little more glue. to the next blade. I'm just putting it down here. And it's just a fast way to get glue on a surface that's very delicate like this. We're almost done. So we're just gonna let her meow. She can tough it out. She has a different opinion to that, but okay. So down here, and I'm not doing that this fine line here. Am I in screen? Yes. I'm not doing these little ones here because it just really doesn't matter. I got one more. And then I'm going to cover this. So get down here. Press it on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I gave her some greenies so she will be quiet. And then we're gonna fill in our things. Now I already have some sequin mixes in here. I have some gold stars, some clear iridescent. I got some little pink seed beads and little teal, and then some rose gold. I wanted something pink in there, but I didn't want it to be terribly pink. So I'm going to go ahead and powder the inside here. I don't use foam tape as much as possible on my shakers, but you know, you do you. And I've got them all in there. That might be too many. Let me lift this up and see. That's definitely going to be too many. Okay, so let me take some out. I'll be right back. Okay, I took out about half of that. So what I do have is a scrap piece of pink that will go back here like this. I already pre-cut that, and all I have to do is take some glue. If you don't know, Inloveartshop Studio came out with a fine tip metal fine tip cap to go adapter to go on their bottle of glue, and when I saw that I went, hey, I already have bottles. So I went ahead and forced one on there, and I'm just going to put glue on here around the outer edge, and it's going to be very, very messy because I'm on camera. Okay, and then I'm just going to place it down. Now that is just because I am that crazy. But then it helps me flip it over and then put it right there. Okay, so now I got so many glues here. I'm going to go ahead. This one covers more space, so I'm going to go ahead and get these glued down. Again, I would pause this for you, but really this isn't going to take much time. So go in here, and then I'm going to do this again, but this time I'm going to put a lot on because I'm going to do them all at once. So especially on the tip. And not on the gold. And then you put it where you want it. And I'm going to put it over the side just a little bit because I want to be able to put a sentiment on here, which I did not cut. And I would press that down. I can see this is not sticking. And this one as well. There we go. I don't know if my head's in view or not. Now, let's put some on here. And press this all around. And there you have it. It's cute, isn't it? I love the windmill. It's so fun. All right, I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope I helped. I know a lot of you say I struggle with shakers. I struggle with shakers, and so I thought, well, this is the perfect one to do the tutorial on because it is a well, I made it a shaker, and I really like it. So I hope you like it, and it's so fun to play with. Oh my gosh, could spin this thing all day, right? All right, I will catch you in my next video. If you've stayed this long, I appreciate you all so very much, and so I will see you in my next video. Until then, God bless you and yours. Bye for now.